Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. In my snapshot this morning, I want to cover three key things: our biggest issue, our biggest achievement, and the challenges on the horizon. The biggest sustainability issue facing our industry right now is the social licence to operate. And when I talk about social licence to operate, I'm talking about New Zealand's domestic population. Over 80% of the beef that New Zealand produces is exported, and we see tremendous and exciting global opportunities and demand increasing for our products. But it is New Zealanders that are putting the biggest pressures on our industry. Why? There are three key factors driving this. In October last year, we had a change of government, and for the first time, New Zealand's Green Party is part of a coalition government. During the election process, the environment became a key election issue, and more specifically, water quality, with opposition parties making it an issue and the New Zealand public responding at the election booth. In the process, New Zealand farmers became political pawns. Secondly, the international commentary on global warming has reached New Zealand shores, and indeed our government has chosen to take the lead on it with the tabling of a carbon neutral bill, the establishment of an independent climate change commission following the UK, and an ambition to be carbon neutral by 2050. And in general, they've had the support of the New Zealand public so far on these policies. Thirdly, and it's been mentioned this morning, we've seen the rise of alternative proteins. And New Zealand has probably had the most media coverage of anywhere I've seen in the world. There hasn't been a week go by over the last 18 months where there hasn't been an issue or an article discussed in the media on alternative proteins. And it's not alternative proteins that I see as the issue itself, but it's the very connection, questioning the place of meat in the diet, questioning the very basis of our economy based on animal protein products. And indeed, our beef producers have felt under siege. In August 2017, we launched an international study on alternative proteins. To ready our industry for the challenge, we believe we're on the right path to find our sustainable place in the sun, but we still have a job of taking our New Zealand public with us. Secondly, our biggest achievement. New Zealand is unique in that our beef production is 99% plus grass-based, outdoor all year round, and beef monoculture is a rarity. In New Zealand, we have developed farm systems that integrate sheep and beef due to their complementary grazing nature, breeding seasons and the match of our pasture production. Also, the complementary management of animal health challenges. This combination has allowed New Zealand beef and sheep farmers to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 30% since 1990, and we're on target to meet our Paris obligations. We've set ourselves a target of being carbon neutral by 2050. We have to be behind our Australian neighbours on something, even though it pains me to say that about our great friends and competitors. And provided our farmers gain credit for all the carbon sequestration they are currently achieving, we will do it. We've done all this on the back of government subsidies for agriculture being dropped since 1990 through our farmers' ruthless focus on productivity, and we have seen a trend line of profitability increase through that time. It's something that makes me very proud as a New Zealander. Thirdly, to look at the horizon. I see more of the same, but on steroids. A ramp-up of global warming issues and livestock's deemed part in it, continuing questioning of meat in the diet, regulation of farming to achieve societal water quality requirements, throwing animal welfare to the extreme of whether it's acceptable to farm animals for food. Our challenge as sustainable beef producers is to show that producing beef in New Zealand is good for New Zealanders, good for New Zealand, and good for the world. Working against GRSB principles is a key part of that journey, and we think we're well on the way to achieve that, and it's gaining momentum. Want to hear more about it? Come along to the panel and hear what New Zealand's doing this afternoon. Thank you.